sure that my money real. Kissing, another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set up.
Throwing to start this game. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short game.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. That one's out and cut on the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. It's Walker on the option. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To throw it on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
Okay, ready?
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming.
Go!
Now looking to throw. Walker hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Reload! Reload! Alert! Alert! Ready?
Handoff running left, Walker. And he only gets this one down to the 9. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Check.
This is Walker on second. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Let's go now.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll go quickly to the right. And this one doesn't go far. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Oh, put some heat on this. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
They're running the option, short side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they have later occasion.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Cardinals grab it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. getting ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. Give now to Benson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 36. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
That pass is complete to McBride. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get the game's first points here in the second. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll throw it. That's caught by Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Cup on the catch. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They kick the running back in motion. First down from the red zone. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Seahawks, looking at 2nd and 1.
19 Lions. Go!
Throwing from the gun. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Unlock Lions. Smash, smash, rig it. Ready.
Running left, here's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Let's go now.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Trying again, following the set. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, Murray. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set up now for 1st and 10. Back to the air, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Gets this to Fant. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 28. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready?
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. One last play before the break.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Here we go, set. Hup.
Throwing it just before halftime. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Cardinals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
14, Seahawks 7.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Murray from the pistol. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A give left side to Benson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Wilson's got it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Cardinals first down. Sending a receiver left. Benson on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Rocco leading. Tag.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Barner's got it, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Back now, pressure on its way. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender.
Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here. It's Benson. Is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19. Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
That's complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. 3/4 in the books from this one. It's the Cardinals football. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Kyler throwing here. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Shut up.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's taken down at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 21. This one's caught. It's cut near the sideline. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Into the hands of Walker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after, up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks cut the lead by a 1/4. Down now to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. There he goes, right sideline. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals put up even more points in a win. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. He's got Harrison. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. McBride hauls it in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10, Murray. Able to get it to Benson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Cardinals nearing their 6th win this season. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Pitching it out to Benson. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They give on 2nd to Benson. Jukes one defender, and he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 yards, and that moves them that much closer. 2nd and goal now from the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought
Yeah.
coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set.
Back to throw. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep.